I'm the 5-Minute Professor, and today's lesson is on Chilly Willy. You know, the cartoon penguin. Well, not just Chilly Willy, all penguins. But, you know, Chilly Willy was the second most popular cartoon character from the Walter Land Studios after Woody Woodpecker. From 1953 to 1972, Chilly Willy appeared in more than 50 shorts as a penguin, and he is the only penguin in Alaska, and we know penguins don't live in Alaska. In fact, there's only one species of penguin that even lives north of the equator, and they really live right at the equator in the Galapagos Islands. They live, by far and large, within shooting distance of Antarctica. They are flightless birds. They are amazing swimmers, but they are awkward on land, and there is some irony in describing them as awkward because the penguin is actually named because it resembles a northern hemisphere flightless bird called an auk. And now we say they're awkward. But the great auk, which is named in the binomial system Penguinus impennis, when explorers encountered these smaller but distinctly different birds, they assumed that they must be related because they were black and white and stood on land and couldn't fly. But auks fish more like ducks. They kind of sit on the surface and then dive for the food, and they've been extinct since 1852, so you haven't actually ever seen one. Penguins have no land predators, not because they are not delicious. Seals love them, sea lions, sharks think they are fantastic, but because they live someplace where there are no land predators. When you live in Antarctica, the largest land animal is a flightless midge. Penguins live about half of their lives in the water and half on land, but it's like the worst kind of child custody. Half of each day is spent on land, the other half spent in the water. If they lived somewhere with foxes, cats, bears, even raccoons, they'd be picked off from the colony every day because they can just barely move around on land. Climate change is affecting polar bears because they require land. And where they live, the land, where polar bears live, the land is mainly ice. Penguins might be affected by retreating ice because it might bring predators to the more southern regions. But penguins are more insulated where they live. Penguins can be found in the southernmost Africa, Australia, Tasmania, New Zealand, as well as big chunks of South America. Now, the largest of the extant penguin species is the emperor species. It's a little over 40 inches tall, weighs 75 pounds, which is dense for a bird. They really can't fly because they weigh so much. A California condor, which has a wingspan of nearly 10 feet, weighs 26 pounds. Bones have been found for extinct species of penguins that are as large as a man. Emperor penguins live on Antarctica along with half a dozen other species. The second largest penguin is the king penguin, and they live just above the Antarctic Circle. They're about half the size of an emperor penguin. The smallest penguins are the little blue penguins. They're about 16 inches tall. They weigh about 2 pounds. I've already mentioned the Galapagos penguins, but they are the third smallest species of penguins. They weigh around 5 pounds. They live on the Galapagos and straddle the equator. Penguin plumage captures air, which ensures buoyancy. So most species of penguins actually capture prey within 10 feet of the surface, but emperors can dive very deeply. Recorded dives as deep as 1,870 feet, lasting over 22 minutes. But as birds, they're air breathers. But here's something else different about a penguin. They can drink salt water. Perceptum, quispium, damnitium. Learn something, damn it!